What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital, and this is the first Premier League review show of the season. Seba,
Season 2021.
welcome to the season 2021 review. Premier League's back. Short little break, and we're back for more football action.
Yeah.
What do you think? Interesting weekend.
Yeah, man.
Our team didn't play though, so can't be that great.
Stars didn't show up in round one, but that's fine. We've got another 37 weeks to go.
We got 38.
Well, we got 38. But
38.
But yeah, it was exciting to have it back. Waiting around all week. Look at the fixtures, what time they start. In Sydney, we had a pretty good time for kickoff.
9:30.
9:30.
The paper towels, the tissues, the Vaseline, everything comes out. 9 o'clock, 9:30 kickoff.
That's it.
But yeah, we did have Fulham and Arsenal. Fulham coming from the Championship, winning their playoff against Brentford, and their first game up against Arteta's Arsenal. Now, I don't know what Freddy was talking in the group chat. He said that these guys are horrible and they couldn't. I don't know. He's not rating him. He thinks they're going to go down right after that game. But to be honest, that first half, to me, I don't know. Maybe you can say what was I watching, but it looked to me a bit like end-to-end action in that game. And look, I didn't think they did too bad. They had a few chances to get even the opening goal.
Yeah, they definitely belong. They came out strong. I don't think they were amazing, but they
didn't have a strong lineup.
Yeah.
They had some of their stars.
Mitrovic was on the bench, which might have impacted the game, but they kind of went tit for tat with Arsenal, probably the first half an hour, and then I think the class separated them a bit more.
Yeah, you're right. I think also the goals the type of goals they conceded, it was just very silly errors that cost them, especially that first one. You got to really do better to clear that out. Willian gets a touch on, and we'll speak a bit about him as well on his debut. They put him down as 3 assists, but look, Lacazette opens up the scoring with a pretty easy goal.
He needed that though, because he didn't have the greatest season last season. I think he has a bit
and a lot of stick as well. He's been getting a lot of stick last season, but he's always there to pop up for the goals, and
he is the striker.
That's right, and that's what you expect from your number 9. And but look, then we'll speak about their new signing, Willian. Great performance.
That's a way to make an impact.
I think. Because he might have been a little bit confused that he was in that blue jersey, Arsenal third kit. He probably thought it was still at Chelsea. I'm a bit worried maybe when he gets into that Arsenal red, he might get that
run through.
Yeah, that Arsenal disease might run through, and then it's a Pepe season.
Yeah, well,
but
look,
he's going to have trouble getting in though.
I was just about to say, so they've just got Willian on a free in the same position as their record signing. You know what I mean? It's a bit, it's a catch-22. They got 2 good players. Obviously, Pepe has a lot to show. Didn't do the best last season, but Willian's hit the ground running. And Arsenal fans should be pretty excited to have that. You'd imagine he's starting every game now, right? Like he should. He should. Unless
Pepe does something fantastic in training or comes on the next game. And I think who they're playing next? Or they got
Chelsea next.
I think. No, I don't think so. I think they might have an fairly easy fixture, but I think they got Liverpool after that. So that's when we're going to see. Yeah, that's when we're going to see, because I know Chelsea Liverpool might be playing this week. A big game.
Well, maybe that's the one that I got. Yeah.
Yeah. So
in 2 weeks' time, then they'll verse them.
Then you'll see when they're up against the big boys how they perform. But look, overall, I think Arteta was set out well. I think Arsenal did have a good game. Tierney was absolutely fantastic, in my opinion, in that game as well.
And the new signing, Gabriel, getting the goal.
The goal off the header. Even that, you look at the marking, it's questionable from Fulham.
Look, Fulham just got back. They're going to have to work out a few kinks. But if we're looking at week 1 in our league,
up against Arsenal as well,
all right, 3-0. That's a rough result on paper, but they should be all right. I think that...
and then Aubameyang with that...
Aubameyang scored a
fantastic finish, and he done that against Liverpool. Very similar guy in the Community Shield.
Yeah. Even Williams' pass to him was the same as Saka's pass to him in that game.
And what a pass that was. Yeah. So, look, all in all, I think Arsenal fans should be happy with a good start. And I think even the commentators were saying how, or even in the pre-match stuff that they had going on, that Arsenal's start was poor every year.
Slow starters.
I know last year they did win their first game, but seasons before that, they couldn't get the opening victory, and they got that monkey off the back this time around.
That's it. And you know what? They do struggle against the smaller teams. They drop silly points.
And so also away.
This is exactly.
So they can't win away. So this one, they got their...
one and done, and they should be positive.
That's right. And then also we had now West Brom, another team coming out from the Championship, and Leicester put them to the sword 3-0. Now, is that a result that you think shows what the game was about? Or
So, the first half wasn't too convincing by Leicester. They were pretty slow, and to be honest, I was quite impressed with West Brom. They got a couple of little players there that could cause some damage this year, turn some heads. Specifically Pereira, I really was impressed with him. I never seen him play before, and you know, Leicester's a tough team, former champions. They were fighting for Champions League last season alone. Another 3-0.
That's right. That was going to be the thing. Like, how are Leicester going to set up and kick off their season? Are they going to continue that same form that they did at the end of the last year, or are we going to see that Leicester City that we've seen during that Christmas period? And
what do you think their objectives are for the season? Do you think they're going to try to genuinely go for Champions League again? You think that's just their stock standard?
Yeah, I think for Leicester City, that has to be their aim now every year. I mean, they were there pretty much to the last day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if that COVID period where they didn't play for 2 months or 3 months affected them. Well, obviously, you could say, I don't know if that was the reason why, or who knows? Who knows, to be honest. They did have a few injuries at the end of back of last year, so Maddison and all that not playing. So
yeah, and that's a big player.
They also lost players like Chilwell to Chelsea, so they did lose a lot of players. But look, possession wise, I think they dominated most of the game. Shots 13-7 on target. Only that one on target from West Brom. But I think Slaven Bilic, I think with this squad, and maybe look, there's still time in the transfer window maybe to grab a few more players. So depending how that goes for West Brom, I think I still do think they could stay up.
Yeah,
I do think they could stay up.
Yeah,
I don't mind how they played, but then you're going to see when they're up against maybe some of the middle to bottom end teams how they perform against them.
They honestly just have to match those around them. That's the key to survival in this league. If you're a newcomer, you have to match those guys that you know you're going to be around at the bottom. You got to beat them. Leicester City, tough game, 3-0. What can you do? You just got to brush yourself off and go again next week. I don't think they should be disheartened too much. Kind of like Fulham. It's a heavy loss, but it's the first game of the season in a new division, and they got potential.
Yeah, that's right. And another team that we kind of thought they were going to be going down last season, but they survived, West Ham. Yeah. And now they're not a good start for them with Mr. Moisey in charge again, 2-0 down at home to Newcastle. Newcastle, no takeover.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, who's coming in? Who's going to be the new manager? Benitez, Pochettino, and all that went to shit, really. And look, they did buy a few players last week. Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser. Some big signings, them.
One of them coming good already, huh? That's
right. I mean...
Two of them. Sorry, Hendrick scored the other one.
That's right.
Two new signings.
New signings. Yeah. And that was a cracker goal from him too.
Oh, stunner.
But
you know what's interesting? They had a record signing last season, Joelinton, striker, and he had a rough first season. I think he scored 2 goals, which is mental for a striker. I'm sure a lot of defenders have more goals than him.
Yeah.
But 2 new signings, 2 debut goals. That's what you want. That's how you spend your money.
Do you think Newcastle are going to stay up?
Too early to say.
I really hope they do, because a team like Newcastle should be in the Premier League. Even challenging for them Europa League spots.
Do you think maybe a relegation would finally get the chairman out of the club though?
Look, I think he already wants to sell. He's already said when the buyer comes.
But you reckon not one offer this whole time?
Well, they did get the offer obviously from the sheiks from Saudi Arabia, but the Premier League didn't let that go through. So who knows what all the human rights and the what do you
I
call
still
it?
think in all the years of this ongoing saga, surely, if he wanted to sell,
well, he said if there's a seller for the right amount, I think he's ready to sell.
So he'd let it go, but
that's why all Newcastle United fans are surprised that even though when someone wants to sell, you don't really want to spend more money into the club, and he's bought players. So
credit where
at the moment, Newcastle look a good start. Obviously away from home, 2-0 clean sheet, and look, another team. One of them that I picked to go down was Southampton. I don't really think, because I think even though they lost this game, I think they played really well. Crystal Palace at home 1-0. Zaha, everyone's questioning him, especially me. Where was he last year? Is he going to move? But he's stayed so far.
Could have had
a hat-trick. There's 3 more weeks of the window left around that.
He's definitely trying to boost his price up. He still wants to go. But the good thing is he showed professionalism. Obviously gave his all. Had a good game.
He had a good game, actually.
And honestly, Crystal Palace to get a 1-0 win. First game of the season. Southampton's no slouch. got one of the top scorers last season in the league. They kept him.
Ings, yeah, he had a great chance. Even Chai Adams killed me in my fantasy. Not open goal, but right in front. You got to put that away. Even Adams with the not Adams, Ings with the header straight to the keeper. That could have been 2-1. But
that's football.
That's football. Yeah, that's them two teams. Now we had the champions of the Premier League last year versus the champions of the Championship.
And probably
Liverpool and Leicester. Liverpool and Leeds.
Leeds, yeah.
Leeds United.
Everyone was kind of interested to see them play this year.
Everyone was happy to see them back.
I mean,
I know they're our rivals, but having Leeds United back in the Premier League, it's
club we watched growing up. So it's good to have them there. They have had a good history, Champions League team once upon a time.
Yep.
And now they're back, and you know what? They showed that they got some balls, man.
Yeah, well,
if they lose, they're not
Bielsa with the way his style of play is, Liverpool struggled. Now I don't know. What do you think? Could you put it down to? You reckon for Liverpool
leaking those goals?
Leaking goals. Look, if it wasn't for the penalties, which is to me, I think it's just very silly of Leeds United, especially that second one. Obviously, the first one, I don't think he can't do much about it. The ball's coming at pace, hit him in the hand. It is a penalty. But then the second penalty, 88th minute. I mean, just, why are we diving in?
Yeah.
There's I don't know why he's diving in, but Leeds United kept going with Liverpool. 1-0, 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, 3-0, 3-2, 3-0. And some of the goals that they scored were absolutely good. That second one putting pressure on Van Dijk. Maybe it's not going to be that easy for him this season, as in a lot of the teams are going to put that pressure on their defence this time around.
Look, I think clubs this year will know how to set up for Liverpool. All eyes on them. They're the champions. You want to beat them. I think that they commit just too many players going forward, and Leeds, to be honest, Bielsa knows how to accommodate to that.
Yeah.
You know, pick your spots. Obviously, they copped 4 goals. They scored 3 goals, though, in their first game. It's positive
something
signs.
like that Klopp when he second season.
Oh, yeah, just goal fest.
Goal fest, but they were leaking goals as well. So they just brought in Van Dijk and Alisson and all that. But
they just can't get too used to just attacking anymore. Like, football changes. And they didn't strengthen that much, if anything. At all. They got one player who's not going to start in the first place anyways. So,
and they're dilly-dallying over Thiago price tag when they should actually put the money down, because apparently he's agreed personal terms with both Man United and Liverpool. That's what's been reported by one of the presidents or former presidents of Bayern Munich, and now it's all comes down to who wants to pay the money. United, I think, want to wait till the end of the window, see if they get some of the other targets. Yeah. I don't know what it is with Liverpool. Just give them the money. It's 30 million euros, not even pounds. So you're looking at what, 27 million or something like that. I
guess so, but you know what, man? Their transfer policy since clubs.
And also, I think his wages might be a bit high for a 29-year-old, especially coming into the Liverpool squad. But look, if you want to go back to back,
as I said, you want to win the trophy or not?
If you want to go back to back, these are the players, and I'm telling you, man, like Thiago is a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Him, like, they want to keep Wijnaldum, he's a good player. Okay, and don't get me wrong, he's a good player. But Thiago's going to get you more goals and more assists than Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum struggled to get a goal at home or goal away last year for how long? Till he scored against Newcastle.
Yeah, but look, bro, they got assists coming from the left and right backs. They got goals coming from the left and right backs, and then the front three are just like.
Yeah, but are they going to be exposed this season?
Well, for that exact reason, wouldn't you want Thiago to stay back and not be assisting and trying to score goals? Instead, just keeping the structure, making sure everyone else is doing their job so he can do his.
Well, I hope he doesn't if he goes to Liverpool. Yeah. You want him to flop, but. But yeah, look, got to mention Mo Salah. You know, Rami's been
Fantasy
calling
King.
him a one-season wonder since when he rocked up.
That was me and Harry Kane.
But look, no, he's another hat-trick, 2 penalties. That second goal was cracker. I mean, that's the most Salah that we've seen in the past few years. And he's absolutely pigeoned that in the back of the net.
He's ambitious, man.
Yeah,
he wants to score.
Very hungry, and that's what you need in a striker. So, and they got Mane, Firmino. To me, were they really in the game? A little bit, but you know what? Liverpool at the end got the job done. But we'll see now. They got some tough fixtures coming up with Arsenal and Chelsea. I think Chelsea, Arsenal. So when you got teams like that, and I think now everyone's kind of got pressure. Like Liverpool's got that pressure to keep their performances and win streak and all the winning runs and records going. You got what do you call it? Lampard. Now with these signings, you really got to get some results.
Yeah.
And then you got Arteta, who's now trying to build. He's got some players in. He's got his own kind of philosophy now, slowly coming into the team.
I still think that with Arteta and Arsenal, like the Arsenal managers always trick me out with who they pick to start these games, and I just don't think that they ever pick the strongest 11. Like they just never do.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, like if I look at the Leeds squad and then I look at the Arsenal team, and up against Liverpool, I mean you got Aubameyang, Lacazette, Willian, Pepe if he's on, up against their backline, and they already conceded 3, and Aubameyang can score from anywhere. They already beat them draw and then beat them on penalties. So I don't know, man. Liverpool. I'm not gonna say looking shaky because they got the win. It's 3 points. It's week 1. It's week 1. Liverpool relegated. No, but look,
if only.
Liverpool get their win. Jurgen Klopp opens up the season with 3 points. 3 points. It's 3 points. That's right. And it's gonna got two hard weeks coming ahead for them. And
that's the Premier League.
If they wanna put out a statement, if they win them 2 games comfortably, then we're like, okay, here we go, Liverpool. And again with no signings from when we recorded this. Wake up tomorrow morning, Messi actually comes in. Thiago, Messi, Mbappe, Mike Dios comes through. Finally, I've seen too many of these photoshopped Liverpool jerseys on him. But that's Liverpool. The next day, Monday morning, we had Spurs and Everton. All talk was on this Everton team, and all talk was on Spurs and this All or Nothing documentary.
I don't think the same Mourinho's.
Are they gonna put this this team talk in the end of this last chapter of All or Nothing? But yeah, man, Mourinho at home.
It's a tough start.
They were pretty shocking, man.
Yeah, they look so flat. Yeah, at everybody.
Out of all the teams so far, I reckon.
Well, yeah. They're the biggest underachievers of week 1. Absolutely. Mourinho is not going to be happy. They're
sacked by Christmas.
Yeah. Well, maybe. It's not the 3rd season, so maybe not. But Everton, I got to say, every year they get these big signings, and every year they just disappoint. But man, they could be onto something this year.
Yeah, Richarlison should have got should have set up. Was it Calvert-Lewin?
Calvert-Lewin waiting in the middle for 10 minutes. Crazy, man, crazy. So
they had their chances. They had the chances to get more goals, but I think they had a free kick. Digne put that in for Calvert-Lewin to
put a header in. Great header
too.
But they look positive.
Cahill, yes.
Yeah.
But
Cahill-Lewin. He's looking good. I haven't been a big fan of Calvert-Lewin. I thought that Everton may be missing a genuine number 9, but it could be the guy that they're waited to arrive at the club. Him and James.
How do you think he went?
Richarlison, yeah, man, he was in the center of everything. He was busy. I think he has a club that actually wanted to play, and he hasn't had that for a while. Getting loaned out here and there. He's been at big clubs since the 2014 World Cup, but no success, personal success, not really respected.
Since that goal against it was against Europe. Oh shit! Sorry. My condolences.
Yeah, it's all right.
But he had a good game. I don't know, man. If the team looks good, if they can keep everyone fit, if Richarlison can put some goals away,
they got balance all across the pitch.
It's interesting to see what happens. But then Spurs, man, Jose Mourinho. I don't know what kind of performance you want to call that. It's a bit flat. Spurs fans, I'm seeing all over Twitter, not happy at all.
Not happy.
Not happy at all.
It's unfortunate to have to play Everton in the first week, but just like it's unfortunate to play Spurs in the first week. They're going to have easier games. They need to get some confidence and, probably sign Matic this week. Mourinho panic buy.
Fellaini. No.
We'll see. But Tottenham got some work to do.
I think he was asking he wants another striker.
They need one though. I think they do.
Yeah, because when Kane gets injured soon, who they're going to put up front? They don't really have anyone to put up front.
We saw last season they were, when they had to learn strikers, they were playing Son and Lucas Moura up front, and they both had that. They had
that youngster that came in for a little bit. Can't remember his name.
Striker, English.
Yeah, I don't remember. But they had him, and you're expecting him to do all the work for you, and then they give you Fulham and Poch was still there. What was it? Lorente.
Lorente.
Sorry, they had him, but that's what I mean. You had him to be your Your second, your backup for Harry Kane.
It's a bit of a drop in quality.
It is. But look, even I don't know, man.
Look, they signed Højbjerg. They signed Doherty.
Doherty should have got a goal.
Yeah.
Killed my fantasy. I'm absolutely gutted.
It's gonna happen.
I'm absolutely gutted. But look, I don't know. We got to say with Spurs, like we said, it is the first week.
37 to go for them.
That's right.
They're only going to get better, you assume.
Yeah, that's right. So going over to this morning's games, Sheffield United versus Wolves, 2-0 to Wolves. Great start for to Wolverhampton.
Great start, and that's a big game if you consider last season's fight for top 4. They were both in it the whole time. They had United worrying, they had Chelsea worrying. Both dropped off a bit.
Do you think Sheffield this season?
No way, bro. I know you're gonna ask me. No way.
Are gonna win the league?
They're not gonna match what they did last year. No.
Do you think they're gonna? You think they'll be fighting for relegation at the bottom?
Nah, they'll be a safe 13, 12.
You reckon 13? Yeah.
12, 13. Look, not that they're rubbish, but sometimes these teams have that outstanding season. But that's all it is.
Because no pressure. They're coming into this.
They're in. They're a Premier League team.
That's it.
So. They're just here now.
And then Wolves, I reckon it was a good performance for them. Some great goals.
Portugal
Jimenez again. Portugal, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Jota didn't even play. Killed me again. What is going on? You know what's going to kill it? When City start playing and then Guardiola starts playing Pep Roulette every week.
Yeah.
That's all right about Chelsea. With Chelsea.
Well, bro, pick the squad. I can't believe the players they actually picked today. Loftus-Cheek starting, all these, too many players.
And we'll move over to Chelsea as we're speaking about them. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're the team that everyone, I think, had their eye on. Opening game against Brighton away. And they had all their stars. Not all their stars playing, but all the players that they bought, all eyes were on Chelsea. And
a couple in German internationals.
Not impressed, really.
Well, everyone was expecting big things. A lot of pressure when you have
from
spend that much money.
From the forwards and their fullbacks decide to show up today.
Yeah, right. So talk about saving the boys. Brighton's a tough test, though. They're a stubborn team. Without the fans, I guess they're lacking a bit at home.
Yeah,
the support helps.
But still, we had Matty Ryan come out, give away a penalty. I think it was a misplaced pass by Brighton, and then Werner was in. Jorginho.
You can't mess around. You can't mess around against teams like Chelsea like that. They're brutal, and with the talent they got, they're gonna punish you.
Yeah.
And look at the score.
They had that, when you have a player like Werner up front, that almost like a Torres or Diego Costa, that if there's a loose ball, they're onto it straight away, really. But Jorginho tucks away the penalty. That stupid fucking little hop skip Fernando Bruno style kills me.
I hate it too.
But he puts it works, puts it away. Brighton get one back. Now I don't know why everyone. I know Kepa's been under the pump the last couple of weeks, but
it's just fun.
In the last season, or almost all of last season, that he's conceded 9 out of the 13 shots on target that been put on him, or some rubbish like that. And now they're talking about this goal. Now I watched it back. I saw someone. I think Ferdy sent me the pictures from Optus Sports. There was little picture. And I'm like, what did he try to do? Did he try to slap the ball and he missed it, or But then when I watch the goal back, I'm like, it's a good goal.
It's just a cracker goal.
It's a good goal.
Man, the ball's moving at pace, skipping on the floor.
It's like saying Matty Ryan should have saved Reece James.
You
know what I mean? That's it, sack him. They're buying a new keeper next week. But nah, man,
it's just a good goal. Kepa's just copping it. It's fun to put shit on him.
That's right. Yeah. Look, he's gonna, especially the Chelsea fans, if you want him to do all, I know you guys bought a new keeper in now, but if you got to back him.
It's your player.
I give it to De Gea week in, week out, but at the end of the day, you don't want him. You want him to do his best, man. You want him to be on his peak form. You want Kepa to be why you spent that money, the world's most expensive keeper. Do you know what I mean? But to be honest, I don't think you could really do much. Goes through all them bodies, probably seen it late.
Yeah. So across his body, it's
but that made it 1-1, and then like we said, Reece James, screamer, absolute screamer. I think goal of the week for me this week. Yeah, better than most others. And then we had Kurt Zouma. I think who
it's a lucky goal, deflection.
Matty Ryan had it covered. But what do you do? 3. And it just happens to be that number 3 on their shirt. They get the 3 on the. It's something to do with this deal. It's in the contract.
Extra. They get paid extra when they.
If you score 3 or the other team scores 3, there's a bonuses.
There's a free flip phone coming.
Hello, Moto.
Look, but you know what? Chelsea were fairly disappointing. I guess everyone had such high expectations. But I'd take a 3-1 disappointment win any day of the week.
That's right. I think it was a decent performance too.
Good
enough to get the 3 points.
Good enough.
To get your opening week off and running, get the Premier League off and running.
That's it.
That's
a couple of players playing in a new country for the first time.
That's few
win,
debutants.
3 points.
Havertz, Werner. I mean, look,
Werner's
not too bad.
Passing to Casper all day, but that's all
That's
right.
That's it. But yeah, and we also had games between Man United and, like we all know, Man United, Burnley, and Aston Villa, Man City that was postponed because we all know why, Champions League, Europa League, all that crap.
Yeah.
But they'll be back this weekend, and I think we got who we have Crystal Palace first game. I'm not sure who City has, but yeah, look, the Premier League is back and running, and
it's good to be back.
It's good to be back. I mean, we've got something to do now, something to talk about. But yeah, guys, let us know all your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Liverpool versus Leeds, Arsenal. Are they pushing for the top 4? Do they look like they got a shout? I mean, who's your top 4? Let us know as well. Who's going to get relegated? Let us know what you think. What you thought about the Chelsea team, Chelsea players that kept a goal, and
it's like taking it away from the guy who scored it. Like, that's not fair.
He scores a cracker now. The keeper's rubbish.
Yeah, right. Come on.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, like always, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're almost at that 3K subscriber mark. It's close. Let's go. Let's smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. And yeah, man. Seba, thanks for joining.
Week 1 and done.
Week 1 done and dusted, guys. And we'll catch you next week.